Hey guys, Nebris here, and welcome back to another episode of CrackPack. Today we're going to go over some quick changes I've made to the base. I've gone ahead and removed these guys. I made this place deeper, and I added a bunch of molecular assemblers of justice. And yes, they have acceleration cards. I'm thinking about just making another set of these over here. But I also think I might want to combine the two because just a single solar panel can only be made at a time because I think it's like 50k crafting. I would have to make a supercomputer, like a super crafting computer to handle more than one at a time. And it's still too dangerous to do a bunch of individual ones because of the bad possibilities with our induction smelter. I did what I said I was going to do over here because I needed more space. I needed more channels, that is, and I've already maxed out these channels. I might have to split this from here. That might be a better idea. I've gone ahead and made a fluid transposer here. It just has a few recipes, just a bucket of water, mossy stone, and a vial of ordinary water. Let's go over what I can do with that. If we come over here, now you can see I have 22 assemblers, and I've added a whole bunch of recipes, reorganized things a bit. Gone ahead and made a lily pad of fertility recipe, which needed this guy. I also added a bunch of induction smelter recipes for Enderio. I'm probably going to start working on that. The only problem is I don't have a way of making this guy because I can't do it in an induction smelter. I'm going to have to do an alloy smelter or an arc furnace or something. What else? I'm sure I've added more. I did a little work on whatever this mod's called. RF tools. Wow, completely blanked. I'll show you guys that in a second. Let's see, I also added recipes for cryo-stabilized flux ducts, which I can now make in mass. And, I think that's all the exciting stuff. Yeah, I didn't do anything else crazy. Trying to think. Yeah, let's go straight here. This place is getting very dark. Should really light it up just a bit. Obviously, I'm gonna do something for lighting eventually. But I made this little room over here. This is gonna be a squid tank. This is gonna be a chicken farm, and this is gonna be a cow and sheep farm. I'm gonna have ranchers here in all three of these. This will be my ranching zone, and these poor animals will be kept in dark cages their entire lives, made to suffer the cruelest of cruel fates. Yeah, I need to get to work on that. I did capture a squid. If you guys are watching Doc's videos, which I highly recommend, he makes some pretty cool videos. He saw me capturing the squid, and Doc is like, what is this guy up to? I was being all cheaty and capturing a squid. People were saying I should use a Killer Joe. I had considered it, but I haven't really gotten into Enderio. I have no way of feeding this thing, and also these guys cannot hold. They can't hold the swords, or the beheading swords. Oh no, I don't have it here. Where the heck is it? Cleaver, that's what it's called. I don't have it, but I do have lots of clay. I finally solved my clay problem. Oh, there it is. I'm an idiot. So yeah, a killer. Let's bring it out. Killer Joe. Smack it right on the ground there. You can hear me clicking, hopefully. I'm gonna turn my microphone to face my mouse. And back. Yeah, it doesn't take it. It's bad. Does I'm sure I could get like a beheading enchantment from something else and then use that sword, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think the system I have is just fine as it is. I have here. Oh, there's the energetic alloy. I did, add the stuff to the revolver using this thing, but I never went ahead and actually, did anything else with it. I made myself a new division sigil. I've made a whole bunch of reliquary items in addition to those stupid lily pads. I made all of these things. That was a misclick. I didn't mean to make 59 magazines, but oh well. This thing I didn't get to work. It should make you invisible at night. It didn't. I'm going to turn it off because it doesn't work. This thing is supposed to absorb fire and lava damage into your hunger. I've never tested it. This thing... Ooh! Oh, I hope that repairs itself. I don't know what this does, but I like it. It spasmed. So, yeah, that thing... I hope it repairs itself. Otherwise, I'm going to have to get into Thaumcraft to actually repair it. This thing, I suppose, is an infinite water bucket of justice. But apparently, I probably need to collect an actual source block for this to work. Why is this not on my hotbar? There we go. So yeah, that does that. I have no intention of using it. Phoenix down. I think this just automatically resurrects you. Otherwise, it turns it into an angelic feather, which let's go ahead and check that out. This thing seems to protect you from falls. So that's not an issue because the angel wings prevent all fall damage. So I guess I really didn't even need the feather falling on this. And lastly, this one is actually going to come in handy. This is a witherless rose. This should prevent me from taking withering damage. And I would like to eventually make a nether star generator. Nether star generator. And to do that, I'm going to need one of these, I'm going to need 64 of these nether star generators themselves, which isn't a big issue. I can get the nether stars, I can get the skeleton skulls and the redstone and the furnaces. This guy, on the other hand, is going to be extraordinarily difficult to do. I would need to make 64 of these, and that would be a pain in the butt. So instead of doing that, I'm going to do something called a pseudo inversion sigil. Yes, it is EU. So in order to make one of these, I have to do a really crazy ritual. But I have all the parts for it right here. Yeah, it's a crazy ritual. It's crazy. But I need to be in the end to do it. And I don't think we're going to be in the end anytime soon. I think we're all waiting for something specific to happen before we go to the end. I don't know what details I'm allowed to share or if we've even decided. But yeah, one of the things I was thinking about doing is trying to bypass going to the end to get dragon hearts by using RF tools. I don't know if that's likely to happen. I would need to get very lucky with the specific dimlet. And again, that's unlikely to happen. So before we get into that, there's one more thing. I'm trying to remember what it actually... Oh yeah, I found a cheaty way to make runic glass, which is a very, very hard to get thing. Normally. So let's check this out. Runic glass, you normally have to use a dungeon key or a piece of magic chalk. This stuff is extremely rare. I think I saw one but didn't take it for some odd reason. But I should be able to get plenty of these using RF tools. But this guy, this costs a nether star to make. So in order to make runic glass, you need a nether star to make 8 of them. Or you could be a genius and use chisel to turn regular glass into runic glass. Actually, is the witherproof version of this anywhere? No. That's funny. So in order to make the witherproof, you need to make compressed obsidian, which is what you'd imagine it to be, and obsidian infused runic glass. And that's kind of expensive on the obsidian side. And normally to get to the runic dungeons, you'd need 3 magic chalks, and I don't have any at the moment. I think Breon flew around and captured 3, because I saw he had one of these portals somewhere near his base. But yeah, I found a cheaty way to make runic glass. I've already started making the witherproof stuff. I'm thinking about, someone suggested I make the wither spawn killer thing in the portal to the last millennium. That can be made millennial. It's a really easy recipe. Just burnt quartz, carved eminence stone, which is something, and what, a clock. And I think you just right click on this. Yes, you do. And you're in this like void dimension with a cauldron. The last villager who doesn't have anything to sell. He's a cheap last villager. Seriously? You got nothing. And a cool lamp. It's got a cool lamp, guys. So yeah, I think I'll make my wither automated killing machine over here. Is that... Oh, there's bedrock here. Should we kill this guy? Let's kill him. No, we're not going to kill him. That would be mean. And this apparently takes you to spawn. Oh, Jeff's on the server. I also saw Jasky earlier. I think Pause is also making a comeback. I don't know. I'm going to get more people on. That'll be awesome. This. Oh, it's another brick. This is interesting. The video has a cool spawner set up here. I told him to put a roof on it because Enderman will teleport if you don't. Anywho, let's not check out a videos base. You'll have to watch his videos. I think that's how it works. So yes, on to RF tools. Yay! So RF tools, you take dimlets. You get dimlets by killing Enderman. Okay, this is kind of weird. I've killed a lot of Endermen. And I've found a lot of cool world building parts. What? There's a cheese ore? Back off. Back off. There's cheese? Oh my god. You get a very foul fume from it. That's funny. Oh my god. I want to know what this can be used for. Blocks of cheese? Is it like a cake? Oh my god, I'm so excited. So this is like Mistcraft. For those of you who know what Mistcraft is, they let you build your own dimensions. Except unlike Mistcraft, this is... The dimensions actually cost something to make. So these are the different biomes I could make. I don't really care much about that. The cool part is... well, the effects, I guess, are kind of cool. I can get a pretty nice effect. But they really don't do much. Like, I guess it could be good for, like, maybe fighting certain things like the Gaia Spirit or the Demon Invasion. Um, but yeah, you can get good effects in here. Speed 2, slowness 4. There are good ones that are expensive. Like this, I don't think you could die in this dimension. But it would cost so much just to keep it running. 40,000 redstone flux per tick, plus everything else. I'd probably also want resistance and speed and I guess strength if it's in here somewhere. Mining fatigue. Oh, if the bad ones actually help you. So if I were to put mining fatigue, and like if I have an instant mining device, which I might at some point, I don't know if we even have one, this thing would give me free -2 redstone flux per tick. And I guess I could put Wither 3. Where is that? I could put that in there as well and have that witherless rose. Brutal mobs. Yeah, I could put brutal mobs in there and add a torch. Absorption. So yeah, you can also add in features like caves, huge liquid orbs, lakes, tacos, I don't know, volcanoes, tendrils, all sorts of things. And the cool thing about it is you can tell the mod, or you can tell the dimension what you want those liquids to be, what you want those tendrils to be. You can, and that's what's really amazing, because that I made a world that's just all clay, and I started mining it, and that's why I got 250,000 clay. So I definitely plan on using this, especially these liquids. I have some really good liquids, like chocolate milk. How awesome is that? But the cool one I have, it's not liquid essence. It's the blood magic stuff. I guess it would be called life essence. So I should probably look in the L's. It was probably the next. No, I'm missing it. HKLLA. There we go. Life essence dimlet. So this is really going to help me with blood magic. In fact, it's going to be insanely useful for blood magic. I could just pump this into a drum of bedrockium, and I'll never have a problem with generating blood. It'll be crazy easy. But I also have an even cooler one, which is going to come in handy in the future. And you would think it was this molten plutonium. No, I've got better. Liquid something. Desh. I think that's some sort of advanced galacticraft ore or something. I don't know too much about it. I still have to learn. Okay, here we go. Liquid molten ludicrite. For those of you who don't know what ludicrite is, it is for big reactors, and this is the recipe for it. Yeah, it's a bit insane. Actually, now that I think about it, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. But the thing is, it requires plutonium, which the only way to get it is to cyanide reprocess it, which I guess doesn't have a recipe. So you have to run a regular reactor for a pretty long time to get the plutonium. Or I can just get this stuff. You can make stuff out of it? Cool. I actually kind of want to see. Oh, it's not very effective at anything. You'd think it would be. But yeah, that's going to allow me to bypass a lot of, plutonium stuff. And I think I got elementium as well. If not, I definitely have oh dear, I've got some weird stuff at the bottom. But yeah, I have Mana Steel, I've got Terra Steel, I think. I really don't know what Pocophinium and the Fairy are used for. I remember using them in Uh, Pokefinium. Like, I remember using this in something else. Like, you need cobalt and iron and blood, and you get Pokefinium. It's extra tick, but I don't think it's all that good at anything. Like, you combined it with fairy. I think to get the magic stuff, like the mithril or no magic. I don't even know what it's called. I might not be able to pick it out with my eye here. Yeah, I'm failing entirely here. It was useful for something, but it doesn't seem to be useful at all in this pack. So yeah, those are the liquids I have. I haven't found any like, what the heck is going on here? I don't think I found any truly amazing materials except for maybe, the clay and block of iron. I kind of want to block a diamond just to make such a thing. I do have the cheese ore dimlet, which is amazing. There's my clay dimlet. Yeah, I don't think I have anything truly great here. Nether copper ore. Actually, now that I think about it, I think I also have a molten what's it called? Wither iron as well. So if I need to make more wither iron tools, I can do that. But enough about that. I've rambled way too long. Here's my clay world. Let's check it out. We're just gonna hop right into it. If I die in a second. Alright, let's take care of that. I thought that was gonna be like an actual death because I didn't charge it or something. But no, I'm good. I'm alive. I should probably put down a magnum torch here or something. Or at least a wall. But that's not gonna happen, is it? So I set down a quarry, and I made it a lot bigger than I had to. This is as far as I got before I turned it off, because I didn't want to clog my AE system with clay. And it actually looks kind of stupid now that I think about it. I might just shave this off and put a clay layer if I'm so attached to this dimension. I'm probably not going to keep it around too much longer, but yeah. So in order to get more dimlets, you can actually go into these buildings here. I want to say it's eternal morning, but it might just be a really slow time. You can go in here and get more dimlets. Block of redstone, I already have that. Probably have all of these. And then you can get unknown dimlets. Now let's go back to our Temple of Justice. This is my preferred way of exiting dimensions. It's not the way you're supposed to do it. So I have this setup here. It automatically researches dimlets for me, so I can travel. I have a special chest for it. I can travel through these worlds and find dimlets and put them directly in this chest, and they'll either go into this thing, or they'll get researched and also end up in this thing. And what I can do with the duplicates is I think I can come over here and add them like so, and I get a spinning beach ball, and it gives me another one. And apparently that's the first time I've done this. Or T. There we go. Scramble 3 dimlets. Yay! So yeah, you can make dimensions with this machine. You can do stuff with them in this machine, and this is the thing that powers the dimensions. This is a very cheap dimension. It's 73 redstone flux per tick, which I could easily keep up with. And I guess that's really all there is to say about this. I do plan on making some really cool other dimensions, like the blood orb dimension, etc., etc. I plan on making them all useful ones too. So like, I'll have the life essence one. I might add tendrils to it that are iron blocks or something, so I can get some use out of that as well. I don't know. But to end this episode, I'll show you this one last thing I've made. I've just charged a bunch of draconium blocks. I'm preparing for when we finally do get to the end. Maybe it'll happen sometime in our lifetime. But I'm really excited for it to actually happen. Can't wait. Let's see. Is there anything else I can think of I've done off camera or not? I've just been... you can also get dimensional shards from mining in those dimensions. I managed to get 38. They're useful for, like, shield projectors, I guess. I do kind of want to play around with that, but that won't be today. That'll be at a different time. Yeah. Oh, I guess I could show you my Wither Skelly Skull collection. I have turned off that machine, and I did change a few things around so I would stop getting bows and armor and such. I just have things whitelisted going into here, else it goes into the trash can. Whew, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.